Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in my previous video I talked about Princess Ursa, who is the mother of Prince Zuko, and if you haven't seen that, the link is in the description box below. Today's video is talking about 10 amazing times Avatar Aang went into the Avatar state. And from the franchise, the Avatar is someone who is able to bend all 4 elements and enter a state called the Avatar state. The Avatar state is known as the most strongest as well as the vulnerable. For this video, we'll look at 10 amazing times Aang going to the Avatar state. Number 10. The Avatar Returns, Season 1, Episode 2. This episode centers around his return, and it showed how powerful he can be after being thrown into the ocean during his battle with Zuko. With only the knowledge of airbending, he was able to tap into the powerful waterbending techniques from his past lives, knocking out Zuko and his men and surprising Katara.
Who's this Aang kid you keep talking about?
Number 9. The Southern Air Temple, Season 1, Episode 3. Finding out your people, that's your friends and family, are no more, and you are the last of your kind, can actually lead to great anger. And it was no surprise because Aang was clueless about the 100-year war and the genocide of his people. On the arrival to the Southern Air Temple, he was hopeful to find anybody, but when he stumbled on his former monk and friend, Monk Kiatso, he was his guardian, he was his friend, and when he found out that he has been killed and the genocide had happened to his people, he entered the Avatar state, realizing what the Firebenders had done. Him entering the Avatar state was the most significant in this series because this actually proved that he had returned to the old world. Like all other statues in the temple would just light up and started glowing. And I guess it was made this way because he entered the state with intense rage, like he was very angry.
That was fun.
Number 8. The Winter Solstice Part 2, Avatar Roku, Season 1, Episode 8. Okay, Aang had to travel to the Fire Temple to talk to Roku to know his purpose and what is expected of him as the Avatar. Like really, I need to know why I am actually doing this, and I need to know why I need to learn all 4 elements in 1 year. Avatar Roku sensed there was danger for Aang, and Avatar Roku channeled himself through Aang's body and used his powerful fire bending to save Aang and his friends. And this is when I found out that Avatar Roku actually lava bended, like he bended lava, but it's a subset of fire and earth. I don't know where to categorize lava bending. It can be earth, it can be fire. Lava is fire and earth, so I don't know. But anyway, he saved Aang and his friends.
This is the kind of wacky time-wasting nonsense I've been missing.
Number 7. The Storm, Season 1, Episode 12. This episode, I love this episode because it is a flashback episode of Aang's life, and we get to know all what happened to Aang before the 100-year war and why he ran away. He entered the state fully when he and his friends, including a fisherman, nearly drowned. From the title The Storm, Sokka got a job as a fisherman assistant, and there was a storm which wrecked the boat, and Aang actually had to save his friends, forming his normal, ball or his sphere, and he brought everybody to the surface. Number 6. The Siege of the North, Part 1 and 2. This can be gotten from Season 1, Episode 19 and 20. Okay, I love this episode because the writers or the creators saved the best for the last. Like they really did, because this episode is a conclusion to book 1, and it explained where water benders draw their energy or where they become more powerful, which is at night. They become very powerful at night and they draw their energy from the moon. Aang entered the spirit to seek advice on Ko, the face stealer, at first, and when he came back, Raja has already killed the moon spirit, and he entered into the Avatar state to fuse with the ocean spirit La to form this creature with light and water, and it was so amazing. Like I so love that creature. Like he fused with La to form the moon spirit because everywhere was glowing, and like the moon spirit actually knew his people from the firebender. It took down bad guys, and when he found out that Princess Yuri had sacrificed her life to the moon, she became the moon spirit. He actually calmed down, but then he took Raja with him.
You mean I'm not good enough for you? You're hurting my feelings.
Number 5. The Avatar State, Season 2, Episode 1. The Earth Kingdom heard what it did at North Pole. That's what Aang did at North Pole. And Aang was currently having nightmares of how scary it looked anytime in the Avatar state, and vowed that he would likely not go back into it, but it's the Avatar he has to. But at the Earth Kingdom, they did everything possible to trigger the Avatar state. They called a native doctor who mixed all 4 elements and poured it on his face, but it was just dust and coughs and sneezes for Aang. They tried everything possible to trigger it, but then General Funk succeeded when he tried using Katara as a bait. But it was at the cost of General Funk's men because they were badly hurt. Like, Aang destroyed that base.
Mushy giant friend.
Number 3, The Crossroads of Destiny, Season 2, Episode 20. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit emotional about this because at the end of this episode, I thought we lost Aang, and I'm glad to the creators for not keeping me and everyone who loved Avatar Last Airbender with cliffhangers, because they showed when Avatar actually used the water on his injury and he came back to life. Had it been they didn't show that part, I'll be like, okay, my Aang is gone, my dear Aang is gone. But anyway, Aang wasn't able to complete his Avatar state training with Guru Patik because he couldn't let go of Katara. In the crystal catacombs of Ba Sing Se, which is the impenetrable city, a battle ensured against Zuko and Azula. Aang managed to get into the Avatar state after letting go of Katara, but then was struck by lightning by Azula, nearly ending the Avatar cycle. When this happened, I was like, Azula. Because even Katara actually had to aid Zuko more, because both of them were actually dumped into the crystal catacombs, and she almost used the water she used for Aang on Zuko's injury because the water was from the Spirit Oasis. Thankfully, she didn't use it, and she had to use it better for another purpose, which is to save Aang's life, and I'm glad. But this move made by Azula actually made Aang unable to enter the Avatar state for majority of Season 3.
Okay, you can laugh. It's funny.
Number 2, The Avatar and Firelord. This is Season 3, Episode 6. Okay, for majority of Season 3, Aang was unable to go into the Avatar state because he was struck by lightning by Azula, and that sealed his chakras. Aang went briefly into the Avatar state when he was on Roku Island in order to have a conversation with Avatar Roku in the spiritual. Like, you need to know who you are dealing with, the bad guy you are dealing with. So let me tell you the story. And I love this episode because as Roku was telling Aang the story of him being the best friend of Sozin, Zuko, on the other hand, was reading the scrolls that told him, okay, Sozin is your grandfather and his best friend is Avatar Roku. We've gone to the countdown of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And number 1 is Sozin's Comet Part 4, Avatar Aang, Season 3, Episode 21. Okay. So I was tense in this episode because for the first half of the battle, Aang was getting whooped by Firelord Ozai. I was like, Aang, get up! You need to fight this man. He's going to take over the world. He's going to clear out the Earth Kingdom. But then, in the later half, I was like, okay, my Aang baby boy is back. Because his injury was really struck, which reopened his chakras. And I was so happy when he combined all 4 elements in this film. I was like, wow. But I was so happy when he combined all 4 elements, and I was like, yes, gonna defeat the Fire Lord. He went briefly in order to balance the forest and remove the fires to clear the air. Like, that's when I realized towards the end of the season that Aang is actually a full realized avatar. So guys, that's my top 10. If you have any other interesting or unique times Avatar Aang entered the after state, you can actually drop them in the comment section. The description box actually has links to all my videos and also my social media handle. So guys,